Hey people, it's Teal Gamer pointing out some things that need to be addressed about the tabletop simulator tutorials that are put out by Berserk Games. As you can see on the left side of my screen, I have a text version of their custom content tutorial, and on the right side of my screen, I have a video version of their custom content tutorial. Now, getting right into it, the first thing I'm going to cover is custom cards in the template in hidden cards. And what I have highlighted here on the left side of the screen can be heard word for word in the video version of their tutorial between the time of 1:36 and 1:48. Now, this tutorial literally states in both cases, word for word, that in order for you to hide a card from an opponent when it's in your hand, you have to use the 70th slot. Now, why would you have a template if the only slot in the template that allows you to hide a card from an opponent when it's in your hand is the 70th slot? If you were going to play poker, that means you would need to make the entire deck in the entire 70th slot. So how can you put a different card into the template every single time without using, let's say it's a regular deck of cards, without using 52 completely different templates? This tutorial doesn't make any sense when it comes down to that, because if you don't use the 70th slot, this is stating that your cards are not going to be hidden when they're in your hand. So I don't know what the hell that's about. The next thing I'm going to cover is the custom deck that you bringing into the simulator, and then on top of that, it's putting backs and things like that. So let me go over what I'm talking about, because what I have highlighted in the text version of the tutorial can also be heard word for word in the video version of the tutorial between the time of 3 minutes and 3:37. Now, here is the question for this. What this tutorial literally states to do is to copy the URL into it, and then it starts talking about the first slot. What do you mean, the first slot? Because the first slot that you're talking about, I'm going to bring it up in the video tutorial here, is this right here. That's the first slot. Your card is in the first slot. So what do you mean by the first slot is the face of the card? So each card in the slot will have a different face image based on what you put in the template. What? That doesn't even make any sense. So it's saying you already created your face template in the deck builder, right? No, because you didn't tell anybody to make that. I don't know, why would you ask a question instead of telling somebody, make this deck template, follow along? Why would you not tell them that and then ask them if they actually put that in there, and then start talking about the first slot and then saying URL goes into this box? That doesn't even make any sense. So I don't know what the hell they were getting at there. Now you're talking about the second area is for the back of the picture, like a normal deck of cards, where the backs are all the same. You upload your back card image and input the URL. What the hell does that even mean? What are you talking about? You didn't explain for anybody to make anything, never mind where to put it. Alright, so if you want a double-sided cards or a different back image for each card, you can use Deck Builder again, upload your image, and input the URL in the slot like normal. Okay, I'm going to tell you what the problem with that is. Let me get to the point in the video where that is. Okay, at 3:33 it starts quoting this. The problem with this is you can only have one URL in this line. If you undo it, you can't put two URLs in there, and that's what you just said to do. If you want a double-sided cards or a different back image for each card, you can use the deck builder again and upload your image. No, because that would be the same exact window. You would have to put a secondary URL on this line, and you can't do that. It takes one URL. So I don't know what the hell this tutorial is even talking about, and you need to actually go through and fix this tutorial completely when it comes to this, because of all of the problems I just explained to this. So it's just a suggestion that you guys really need to do, because neither one of these things can either be followed, because I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. There's way too many contradictions in here. So I suggest you start over from the beginning and state, we are going to build a deck. do this, do this, do this, and you go through it and you do each and every step that you're describing here so it matches up. Because right now you're telling people to do things that cannot be done and stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I really don't know what else to tell you, but that's about the extent of it. Fix this, please, because this is incomprehensible. There's other things wrong, but I'm going to stick with this for now. Thank you. DL Gamer signing off.